I just want to give you guys a quick little update. These guys are now so much happier in this tank. Everyone's much more active, moving around and eating much better. Good thing we got that liner done. Oh man, it doesn't get any better than this. Holy cow. Man, this water is so clear. I gotta sit here and enjoy it for a minute. I think even my OCD is happy. Now, let's get on with today's episode. What's up everybody? Kevin from Stingray Biology here. Today is the first day of the statewide California lockdown. But of course, I'm locked down in my facility. I'm not gonna stay locked down at home. And we gotta look for stuff to do, right? A theme of some of the past videos I've been doing recently was basically a lot of moving fish around. And I mean, it's just getting to that point where a lot of the fish that I've been growing out are now getting too big for their current situation. I have to be looking at all my tank space and looking where I can move fish to and how I can juggle things around to give them more room to grow and grow faster so that I can get these things into a breeding situation. What I had done in this particular system was I moved out some of the big Motoros and marble Motoro hybrids. I moved it out into a larger fiberglass tank out there to make room. And then I had some big ones up here, then I put it down here. Let me show you guys real quick. So I moved them down here. And at the same time, I did sell a couple. And there's one more back there. So now I got these medium guys over here. And there's room here now for me to put some more fish in there. I'm gonna keep the tank species specific, and I have some grow outs, and I'm gonna show you guys right now. Right there, these marble grow outs. Well, you know what? I'm gonna have to turn on the flash for that. But let me jump up here real quick where we do have better lighting. Let's see, hopefully these guys don't spook, because I hardly ever come up here. They spook easily. These are marbled and marble hybrids that now I want to move over there as well. These guys, I've been grooming them for future breeding, and here are a couple of Bosemani's that I've been growing out as well. But I think I'm gonna leave the Bosemani's behind, and I'll probably take these two marbles out. I mean, at some point, I probably do want to move these Bosemani's over as well, because I think one of the combinations that I do want to try and breed is like a Bosemani cross with a marble or marble hybrid. All right, let me give you another quick look down here. Like I said, it's a little bit dark, but once I get these guys out, you guys will see how beautiful these guys really are. Turned on the flash on the camera so that you guys can get a better look before I start catching them. Look at these guys. Beautiful pattern, beautiful color. Oh, they got spooked by the light. And here's one more down here. Absolute beauties. I love my marbles. These are one of my favorite stingrays. I think most beginners in the hobby who first start off with stingrays, they always look towards marble Motoros. That was also one of my favorites in the beginning when I was just a beginner hobbyist, you know, getting into stingrays. But it's one of those things, like they said, your first love, it sticks with you. And marble Motoros was my first love. So I'm always gonna have marbles. I'll never get rid of them. I'm gonna just keep breeding them and try to improve on it and create something better as we go. All right, so let's get to moving these guys. All right guys, we're ready to pull out the first one. And we're gonna start with this tank up here. I'll grab the bigger one first. This one is a female. Oh, look at that. There's a stinger right here. Oh, come on. Wait. Let me get this stinger out. Oh, come on, move. Last thing I want is when I'm catching these guys and they freak out and then it stabs them. So good thing we caught this guy. Let me just drop that one right there for now. And, all right. Big girl, where are you? Right here. This is a very unique pattern for a marbled Motoro. Somebody really should come up with a name for these guys because they have like a line pattern or a worm. Oh, look at that. You see this? Let me push her up against the glass. You see, I think she already got stabbed right there. You see it? There's a hole in her on the side underneath her disc. Right there. You see it?
No.
Right there. See it? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, she already either got stung by that stinger or, I don't know, something must have happened. But anyways, back to what I was saying. Because they have this unique pattern. Oh, come on, wow, she won't come up. Hold on, all right, let me get this thing first. She's giving me a hard time. She's pretty strong. Okay, here we go. Oh, wow, look at that.
She don't want to go.
I know, she doesn't want to go. She likes it here. You're going into a big tank. Okay. Gotcha. So, like I was saying, unlike a traditional marbled Motoro, this girl has what we call, well, I'm going to call it like a worm line pattern. Take a look, show them. Alright, and we've starting to see this type of pattern in the market, and I think it just comes from captive breeding. You know, everyone's just breeding really nice marbles, and then I think what's happening is the offspring that's coming out is showing this type of pattern. Look at how beautiful that is. Right? And this type of pattern just comes out from breeding, you know, regular marbles. I'm sure a lot of people can attest to that. You know, there's quite a few marble Motoro breeders out there. I think, like I said, just from the just from the selective breeding, this type of pattern shows up. And it's pretty cool. Relax. There we go. Wow, look how beautiful that is. Now you're in a nice new home. I think people try to selectively breed for this pattern, and some of my other marbles down there, it's become dark. You can't really tell. Get in really close. Maybe you can see those lines, right? So when it was younger, it had like that type of look and pattern, and that's why I kept them to grow and breed, but it became dark on me. Hopefully the new generation will not go dark on me. I'm not gonna put them into a pond liner. Those guys were in a pond liner before, the ones on the bottom. Some came back color-wise and others didn't. So I'm gonna play it safe and leave it in a light background tank. So now this one is also a marble. Okay, and this is a male, and this one has the more traditional look of a marbled Motoro, but very high-end pattern again. Can they see it? Okay, so this one you can still see the spots throughout the fish, whereas the previous one still had some spots, right? Let's compare. Show them this one and show them that one. You see, there's a couple of spots down the middle of her back, but this one has the spots throughout the whole body, and then the worm-like pattern throughout the whole fish. But then this fish, this male is a little bit younger. Who knows how the pattern is going to change? It's pretty interesting. And let me get this guy in here first. There we go. Come on. Beautiful. Now you can show them side by side, the two fish. And I believe they are both from the same parents. I think. Or if anything, it might be same father, different mother. It's been a while, I don't remember. But I just love that. That is beautiful. Awesome pattern. I like the difference between the two, and I can never choose between the two either. It is so nice. I think I'm gonna move one more, and that's another male with also a very, very special and unique pattern. So let's go grab that one right now. I gotta close this tank. You know what? Pass me the camera, Hoy. I wanna show everybody these Boesemans one more time. They're just so beautiful, the pattern. Oh, you know what? The water's rippling. Can you shut off the first switch, the white one? Check this out. These are Boesemans. Beautiful, beautiful patterns. You know, the ones that I keep for growing out are always going to be, whoa, exceptional pattern stuff. Something different and unique. Because we're always trying to push the envelope here at Stingray Biology and breed something new, different, and unique. Okay, anyways, here, let me grab this cover and put it back so nobody comes flying out of the tank and hitting the floor. Look at that, they're so scared. But for now, these guys should be doing a lot better since I took out 2 fish from here, so the water quality will improve. I actually eventually do want to move all these over into that tank as well, but I think if I do all of that at one time...
I thought you still want one more.
Yes, over here. That tank's going to be overcrowded. Be careful. That tank's just going to be a little bit too overcrowded. Probably I'm going to have to make a decision. I might get rid of one of the breeders or a pair of the breeders, the older breeders, and focus on the next generation. Oh,
I didn't open it yet.
Okay, down here, I showed you guys these fish earlier already. I'm probably just going to pull the one bigger one out, even though there's actually 2 here. They're getting mature. And again, you know, we were saying, you remember, Oi? Males look better than females?
Yeah.
It was the same thing here.
So right.
I got 2 males that are so beautiful, I can't bring myself to let them go. So I want to keep it as well, but at the same time, I probably have too many males. Come on. Oh, jeez. Come on. This one's a little bit like the other one, like to fight back. It's pretty strong. Okay, here we go. Ah.
Oh, what did it say?
Ah! I hit this. Oh. The tail touched my finger.
Okay, let's go.
Alright, let's get out of here. Show them one more time. You see, this is a very special pattern fish. Again, it doesn't quite look like a marble, but it does have marble blood in it. It's showing a very unique pattern. Look at that. Oh, beauty. Man, let me put them to 3 together. Push them over. Show everyone all 3 together. That's such a beauty. Oh, such a beautiful sight to see these 3. That's 3 different looks, all stemming from marble bloodline.
Yeah.
That's all I'm gonna move for today. We never want to do too many things all at once. Every time you add fish, tank's gonna go through a mini cycle. Fish have to get used to each other and whatnot. So I don't like to do too much at once, unless I have no choice and I have to. But in this case, I'm gonna pace it out and see how these 3 do in here. And everything goes well. Like I said, down here, these guys, I might move the other 2 down here to another tank, or maybe I'll sell it. I don't know. But most likely, I'm not gonna sell it. I'll probably move it out. All right. You know what, Oi? I think I want to move the rest of them over now. I know. Okay. All right, guys. Don't judge me. I know I said I like to pace things out, but you know, I just had a thought that I really should move the rest of them over so that they can all grow together and grow at the same pace. Because in a bigger tank, these guys might grow faster than those, and then I'll have conflicts of in breeding later or aggression problems. So I think I'm gonna move the rest of them over, and then maybe in another episode I'll find somewhere else to move these adults to. So you know what? Let's go grab the rest of them. Okay, let's do this one. This is a girl. Okay. You know, there's a lot of talk in the hobby about marble Motoros and mini marbles. Let's go over there. The lighting's better. I don't even know myself if I would consider a mini marble to be a true strain. Wow, this guy keeps whipping her tail around. All right, you know what? Let's put her in. And I know there's been a lot of talk about, you know, that these marbles or mini marbles come out of the wild at this size, so they think it's a particular strain. Whoa! I think this girl doesn't like all the new guys in here because she was scared and up on the wall. But now you can show everyone a real good look at this girl now. Wow! Look at that pattern and that intensity of color. Everyone else is settling in nicely, but she doesn't seem to be too happy. The older tank mates are off to the back over there. But like I was saying, I don't know if it's a real strain. You know, I still think any marble coming out of the wild, they might call it minis because that's what people want to hear. But I think they still could have the potential of growing really big. You really don't know until you've had them for a few years and they kind of stay the same size and don't grow, or they start breeding. And I know a lot of hobbyists are wanting these types of fish because they want a ray that won't grow too big and they can manage to keep in their tanks without having to upgrade to a bigger tank. This girl is much smaller than the other one, right? But see, here's the downside. As a breeder, minis, well, the smaller the rays are, the less babies they produce. So it actually, per batch that we breed, profit-wise, it's a lot less. And in some cases, it's not worth our time to breed because we can put up the same amount of time into breeding something else that will produce a lot more babies and make it more profitable for us. The reason why I continue to breed the marbles, like I said, it's my first true love of stingrays. And how can you not love that kind of pattern? It's high contrast. There's a negative connotation to the name Motoro, and people always just automatically assume because of the name Motoro it's a cheaper ray. But you know what, in the end, as a breeder, and many other breeders can attest to this, it's the time and effort we put into creating something new and special. And it doesn't matter what strain or species we use to do it, that time and effort is still there, and you do see the beauty and the results of it. And in the end, that's what you're paying for. Just because it is a Motoro, and I'm not gonna lie to people, make up some fancy name and say it's not a Motoro. It is, but you know, a price tag comes with it. All right, this is the last one, and this is a beauty. And this is another male. I really, really like this guy. Again, another male. I have so many males that I like so much that I'm not willing to part with. I might just have to make a tank at home just to keep them to enjoy. Now let's come over here again. But I think ultimately, as a breeder and as a hobbyist, what people look for is intense pattern, a lot of spots, a lot of markings, high contrast, high definition. And a good marble Motoro fits the bill in every respect. Look at it again. I show them. Look at that. A lot of spots, a lot of pattern, really high definition contrast. It's just amazing. And not all marbles are equal. You can get a whole shipment of wild marble Motoros, and maybe out of 50, 1 or 2 might have pattern close to this, but you won't know until, wow, look at that. You won't know until after you've gotten them into a tank and kept them for months to let them settle in and lighten up and see their real definition. Man, that's a beauty. I love this guy. I moved all my marbles, okay, into this tank, and I want to thank you guys for watching. I want everyone to stay safe out there. The world is going through something really crazy and unprecedented. I would hate to see anybody fall victim to this virus. Rodrigo and I have spoken, about this in great length, and we're gonna try to put out as many videos as possible in the coming weeks to keep you guys at home and watching and staying safe. Thank you guys again for watching, and Be safe.